Okay. Hey everyone. My name is Lindsay Banks. I work generally as a psychic medium, intuitive healer, healing past lives and ancestral healing. I do loads of stuff, and I've been on my own journey started in 2017. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. So the first card I got was Special Message from Guardian Angel. So with this card, I feel it's very much around being open to what's going on at the minute, not so much, in terms of your actual life, but this is around being open to signs that are coming through. So they may come in the forms of dreams, they may come in the forms of numbers, it might be a song you keep hearing, but I feel like this week there's a transformation going on for many of us, and in order for us to receive and hear the messages that we need to be open-minded to receiving them. Okay, so yeah, so that don't, our angels, I do believe in angels and they are around us and we can always ask them for help, but they don't always, appear like a person in front of us. Yeah, so sometimes I think there's this expectation that if you're going to see an angel, this is what it's going to look like. But we can ask the angels for help anyway, and they will guide us in their own way. It might be an email that pops up in your inbox, it might be a text message from a friend, it might be a conversation that you have which just starts something sort of clicking into place. But I feel as if, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, I do feel as if this veil is really thin right now, because the angels and those up in the stratosphere, the higher beings, etc., it's like they all want us to do the work that we need to do on ourselves, and it's like they're cheering us on and they're supporting us, but they understand as well that we have free will. But I feel as if they want us to ask more questions this week. So if you can just write down a few questions that you might have, and just ask them and just say, right, angels, can you do or can you help me with this? And then be really open to receiving the guidance that is coming. So there's some really good memes around on the internet around, when you're sort of spiritually awakening and you're asking for all these signs and you're asking for all these messages and you're getting them through so many different sources and channels, but then sometimes it's like, no, it didn't come through because I didn't get a letter in the post from my angel. It's not a message, do you know what I mean? So just do look out for these signs and synchronicities this week that are going to be coming up for you, that are going to help you to move forward. Okay, so the next card, Angel of Diet and Nutrition. So pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. So I feel like for this week, and I don't know about you guys, but I've gone through so much different types of food, and I've sort of been eating stuff that I know really isn't good for me, do you know what I mean? But it's there and it's quick, and it's very much about sort of just listening to what is it that your body wants, what is going to serve you most in terms of helping to raise your vibration. So for people who are maybe at this beginning of the spiritual journey, yeah, in terms of raising your vibration, what that looks like is, it's raising the vibration of the food that we eat and what we put into our bodies, which will serve us and help us in order to, again, have that clarity to listen to the signs and to be able to spot and see the messages. So, we all know that, we should eat lots of vegetables and and all this, that and the other, but we don't always practice what we know. But I feel like I just feel like it's a really good time for a detox or a fast. Find a nutritionist, do you know what I mean, or something like that. Yeah, okay. So basically, I'm just asking upstairs what else they want to give me. It's around when we overload our digestive system and our gut, then what happens is that it can affect our mind. And like I said, this clarity, we can get brain fog. Sugar is what's the word? Inflammatory? Inflammatory, is that the right word? Yeah. So when you eat lots of sugar, you go on this massive sugar high and then you crash. And I love a really nice cup of coffee. Yeah, and it's such a treat for me, but because I never have it at home. But every now and then, if I have a coffee in the morning, by 3 o'clock I just have this massive caffeine slump, and I know that it's not good for me. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't need to have that slump. I need to keep my energy and my vibe sort of like flatlining. So even though, you know, it is tempting to just eat loads of crud, just try this week to really be mindful about your food and what it is that you are eating, and is it something that is going to sort of like help you to feel better about yourself, or is it something that's going to just go yeah. But don't be like, at the same time, I don't want anyone beating themselves up because they've been like 2 Mars bars or like 10 Twinkies or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all to do with balance and moderation and just sort of finding what works for you. Okay. And then, so this card, Triumphant. Excuse me. So with this one, I feel this is something to do with our emotions. So it's like this, I feel as if it's like learning to accept the emotions that you're having, and that's where this Triumphant card sort of comes in. It's about understanding that as spiritual beings and human beings, that part of our experience here on earth is learning to tune into our emotions and tap into them and accept them. So if we're feeling really emotional, you know, allowing ourselves to cry and not thinking, oh my days, I mustn't cry, or again, you know, allowing yourself to, again, you know, if you want to sleep, yeah. And I feel as if there's this conquering of our own emotions going on this week. And it's just, I feel there's this, what's that word? Sometimes spirits give me words and I don't even know what it is. Okay, I'm just going to spell it and then you can see yourself. Calibrity, okay? If anyone can say it, thank you. But there's this feeling of that, and yeah, it's definitely around mastering emotions this week and tuning in and tapping in and harnessing them as well. So if, you know, there's so much stuff going on at the minute, I've completely stepped away at the minute from all the conspiracy theories and everything that is going on, because I don't feel that's important for me right now at this moment to know that. But if you're feeling really angry about something that's going on at the minute, or if you're feeling really passionate and you want to start a cause because of it, do you know what I mean? It's about, where do you channel your emotions into, yeah, for the greater good as well as for what's going on in your life at the minute. So yeah, so that's that one. Let's see what the goddess cards say. I didn't do my past life one either. So I will link, I'll post a link to all the cards that I use in the comments box afterwards. So if anyone wants to grab a pack, if you've already got a pack of cards and you want to start using them and learning how to use them, then I do have a Learn How to Read Angel Cards in 28 Days course. And Spirit keep pushing me to start this development course, so I'm going to work on that over the next couple of days and what that looks like. Okay, so this says, love yourself, others and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. You can see that one. And that's primarily, you know, again, that's one of the biggest goals of awakening is to truly learn how to love ourselves, you know, and how to be kind to ourselves. I always say to people, if you wouldn't say something to your best friend, yeah, or your partner or your husband or your wife or whoever, if you wouldn't say something out loud to them, then don't say it to yourself either. It's about retraining our brains to be kind to ourselves. And yeah, it's like, I mean, this is the perfect time, isn't it, to learn self-love, because we can't rely externally on anyone else to provide us with those feelings of love, because we can't go and have hugs, which I am so missing. You know, we can't see our family, we can't see our loved ones, so we have to learn how to love ourselves first. I love these ones. So these cards are the past life angels and ancestors cards that I use when I'm doing my past life readings. So this one is Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. So, you know, within all of us there is this awesome power, and if you're in this group, then you're either having a spiritual awakening or you are interested in spiritual stuff. It's like it's like tapping into these gifts, tapping into our gifts that we may not necessarily yet be aware of, but are which going to keep arising. Because the thing is that you can only suppress them for so long before spirit and the universe, especially at this time, are like, we need you now. We need you to embrace your gift and to do, the work that you were sent here to do. So, all of us chose to be here at this moment in time, for a reason. And if there is a gift that you have, if there is something where you're like, oh, I really feel like I need to start doing this is the time to do it, because there are so many people out there who are going to be feeling lost, who are going to be feeling scared, who are going to be feeling fear. And if you have a talent or a gift or an ability, now is the time to embrace it and allow it to come out. And again, we've got these beautiful angel wings behind this lady. So I feel as if the angels are helping you as well and supporting you. I'll just see what else there is. Okay, and so the way that she's holding this ball as well, she's got like a ball in one hand and like a hand down in the other. So it's, sometimes when we start doing work, like healing work or whatever it is, or using our gifts, there's sometimes a capacity for people to like take the mick a little bit. So it's about practicing the art of giving and receiving as well. So allowing yourself to receive whatever it is that you need at this moment in time in order to be able to give. So I often have healing work done on myself as well, or I'll go and ask someone for some help or for some healing, because it's part and parcel of the work that we do. So we need to allow ourselves, and that's part of self-love as well. Self-love is being able to ask for help when you need it the most, and not being afraid to be vulnerable. We need, just ask. If you are stuck, if you are in a space where you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do next, I don't know where to go, ask someone that you trust. You can reach out. That's why I created this group. Ask people for help who've maybe a little bit further along the path, and then in turn you're going to then be able to help the others who are still coming along the path and the ladder, etc. So definitely this week I feel there's like this opening as well, where it's like you can't ignore the signs anymore. You can't ignore, the fact that you can do this anymore. And it's not a time to hide. It's a time to embrace them and to allow others to know what it is, this gift that you have that you can share with others. Okay. Last one I'm going to do. So these are my gentle hug for the soul affirmation cards. So I'm just going to do one of these for the week. And then if anyone's got any questions and you want to ask anything, then like I said, just stick them in the comments. And I will do my best to answer. Bear with me. What do we know this week? It's really nice. I sent my mum a message yesterday asking her for some support. And she messaged me back and just said, they've got a pack of my cards, and she said, the card that we got for today, Lindsay, was that we support ourselves so we can support others. So yes, you can have some support. I was like, oh, thank you. So just, you can't, I don't know if you can see that. It says spiritual guidance is available 24/7, just ask. That's what I said earlier, wasn't it? So ask upstairs. You can never ask too much of them. Like, what they can give us is unlimited. Do you know what I mean? So don't be afraid to keep asking for more and more and more and more and more. Okay? So ask them for whatever it is that you need help with, that you're stuck with, that you need guidance with, and be open to the signs that are coming. Okay? So if you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like and subscribe and comment below. If you are looking for a group to help with spiritual awakening, then I do have a free Facebook group called Consciousness Arising, and the link is in the comments below. So I hope to see you over there.